is one of the really few platforms or places that students can get involved.
Before this program, I didn't really know how to use my voice as a youth in the community or even to make a change. So that's what I really learned from being in YLA.
For me, what I like the most about YLA is how I got to learn about different topics that I wouldn't normally learn about.
Participate in those decisions so that we can make better decisions with you rather than for you.
About implying there's no right or wrong answer. It's all our ideas impact each other.
Some people got to decide how the community would be shaped, and the rest of us got to live with the consequences of those decisions.
It was established in 1889. When did poverty come? Poverty came when the highway was built.
People respond to the environment that they have. Transportation is related to housing, it's related to food access, it's related to the social determinants of health that are going to impact you depending on the zip code that you live in.
There is no one-size solution. Everyone's voice has power and everyone is deserving to be heard.
How has COVID affected transportation?
How does equitable transportation look like, and how can we get there?
So what's the biggest inequity that you noticed when you started working in the planning community?
Do you think that over time the career field for tackling environmental justice will grow?
The Sacramento area, but how can that be expanded?
Is there a risk, right, that there'll be less transportation funding that will hurt the whole state overall?
What is one of the biggest struggles that you found in your field when it comes to trying to create justice for health equity?
So how can we stop deforestation?
How do you feel about improving that aspect of climate change?
What do you think has led to the insufficient building of homes over the past years?
What do you think is the best type of housing type?
But one of the main critiques was that it would interfere with Native and Indigenous people land.
It's a lot to process, but it's really important to just do your research.
Who you think is most responsible for making these changes?
Love the conversation that we were having right now, and I want to kind of keep it going just a little bit longer. What advice do you have for the youth of color who might face these challenges in the future?
You can shape the future.
Own your greatness.
Leadership is something that you can bring in every step.
As young people, just wherever you go, whatever you do, always make sure that you are listening to the community and you are working with the community that you serve.
You realize how strong you are by sharing your ideas.
Follow your heart and do what you think is right.
I will effectuate change.